One of the big questions here is kind of what happens from here. A lot of the reporting suggests it could go to the Colorado Supreme Court next and then ultimately to the Supreme Court. You're very familiar with these processes. Walk us through kind of what could happen from here.
Yeah, so I do argue appeals for a living, and I lived part of the year in Colorado, so I'm very familiar with the Colorado Supreme Court. And, you know, I think, Andrew, and you have got it exactly right. If I were to put the headline on Friday night as an appeals lawyer, it would be, this is the very worst decision Donald Trump could get from the trial court, because it's going to go on appeal to the Colorado Supreme Court, perhaps the U.S. Supreme Court, and there Trump is going to face extreme headwinds. And the reason for that is the factual there's two parts, as Andrew says. There's the factual finding that the judge said, which is Trump committed insurrection. And then there's a legal part that the 14th Amendment doesn't apply to the office of the presidency. And on appeals, Jen, the factual findings get massive deference by the appeals court. It's almost impossible to overturn a trial judge's factual finding. You can overturn the legal findings because that's basically a fresh look at the legal thing. And here this judge factually made devastating findings against Trump and then looked at this legal technicality, which was, well, the 14th Amendment doesn't apply to the office of the president, which is so weak. Even the judge themselves admitted that would be preposterous. And the reason for that is that there are other parts of the Constitution that say that the president is an office holder of the United States, which is kind of obvious. And the text, and the part you didn't bold when you flashed the 14th Amendment, says it applies to, quote, any office, civil or military, under the United States, as long as you've taken an oath. And of course, the president does take an oath. And it would be an insane reading otherwise. It would mean Jefferson Davis or Robert E. Lee could have run for the presidency in 1868. That cannot possibly be the law. And I don't think that it will command a majority of the Colorado Supreme Court or certainly the United States Supreme Court.
So you've argued a lot of cases before the Supreme Court.